As part of managing a production facility, you may need to make changes to the way in which you manufacture products. The engineering change control functionality as part of Clever Manufacturing Plus ensures changes can be managed directly within Business Central, ensuring that you have all the information you need at your fingertips and can implement changes quickly and efficiently. Engineering Change Control provides control for updates to the following manufacturing information: production bills of material, production byproducts, and routings. Let's first start off by looking at the manufacturing setup page, which contains the setup necessary to begin working with engineering change requests. Within the manufacturing setup page, there are two number series fields: the change request numbers and the engineering change order numbers. These must be populated in order to assign a document number both for the engineering change requests and also for the engineering change orders. Next, there are engineering change reasons. These are optional but allow for us to assign a reason against an engineering change request so that we can see why this request has been made. As you can see, I have two set up already for part shortage and a product specification change. However, you can have as many as you need to on this list. Now that we have our engineering change requests set up, I'm now going to create a change request from a production BOM. So in this instance, I would like to add an additional component to this production BOM and remove a component also. To begin this, I'm first going to select engineering changes and then create change request. Let me expand that page out. And first, as we can see within the General Fast tab, I can see the engineering change request number, where this change has been initiated from, in this instance from a production BOM, the production BOM number and description, and I can also, if needed, populate a reason code. I'm going to do that and say that this is for a product specification change. Next, I'd like to enter in an effective date, and I would like these changes to be effective from today. And if this was for a routing card, then I'd also be able to populate the routing type. Moving down now, I can see the lines of the production BOM, and I can begin to make my changes. So in order to make changes, the first thing that I would like to do is remove one of the component items. And to do that, I'm first going to ensure that I have the component line selected and then choose Line and Remove. As you can see, this is now added a change type of remove. Next, I'm going to add in a new component, and to do that, I'm going to select Add and Add Item. And from here, as you can see, I can search the list. So I'm just going to find my new component item. And once I've found the component item, I'm now going to select OK. And as you can see, that has added in a change type of add. With that, I'm just going to open up the justification and explain why I've made this change. Next, if I scroll up, it is possible to show the statistics, which will show me the original versus the proposed new unit cost. So if I've chosen a more expensive component item, I will be able to see the effect that that has had on the cost of the finished item. Additionally, Manufacturing Plus does have its own workflow, which will allow for these engineering change requests to be sent for approval. So if that is the case at this point, I can send the document for approval. However, I don't have that enabled at the moment, so I am just going to be able to release and register this engineering change request straight away. So to do that, I'm just going to come back home and I'm going to select Release and Register. And that change has now been made to this production BOM. And additionally, if somebody was to query what has happened in the past with these engineering change requests, they can simply go to the engineering change orders and see exactly what has happened, why the change was made, when the change took effect, and who made the change. Please note that in addition to being able to create these engineering change requests from production BOMs, they can also be created from production routings, production byproducts, items, and stock keeping units.